Leon Thomas is in the building, everybody.
What's up? How you feeling? Yeah.
I feel like your name keeps coming up.
I love to hear
all
that.
the time.
That's great.
Number one, Mutt is spinning crazy.
Oh, yeah, it's been doing really well.
Ivy's always talking about loves the album. He loves the album. He brought an album and music for you to sign.
That's awesome.
I had Neo here the other day. And
that's my boy. He's
I
cool.
asked Neo of the generation that's right now happening.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you, Neo, feeling? And you were the first name he said.
Wow, I'm a huge fan. I will say,
Are you?
really big fan.
Are you?
Yeah.
I saw also on your page, I saw SZA and Kiki and them talking
Kiki
about
and,
you.
Issa Rae, yeah. I mean, I got a chance to work with all three of them separately on different projects.
Yeah.
So that was cool to see.
But
them
are you
say
feeling like an abundance of just
I
support,
appreciate the flowers.
love, flowers?
I mean, it's been a long journey for me as a career. From doing the whole acting thing for a really long time, and then doing production and songwriting. So I mean, I've worked with everybody, but now I'm really doing my artist thing, and it's really nice for people to show this much love.
I love that for you.
Yeah, thank you.
It is a hard transition for a lot of people.
It really is.
And sometimes people are super talented. I don't, I don't want to disrespect anybody, so I don't want to say their names. But I know a few talented actors that have some ability, like great ability to sing, and just have a really hard time cutting out of a box.
It's tough. I mean, I feel like when you're an actor, everything's picked out for you, you know? And I think the biggest part of music is the culture aspect of it. And shout out to my team for really helping build this brand around the music. It's not just about the songs, it's about like what we can do to really push this when it comes to look and like the culture behind it. And
what was the biggest thing? What was like, was there a turning point? Was there something that you were like?
A light bulb went off when I was working with Drake. I feel like seeing the way his whole system was flowing and like the amount of like positive affirmations and like words that he was saying to me about what I could do as an artist too at that time, which was really cool.
Drake.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that was really tight because I mean, I genuinely look up to him and everything that he's doing. At the time, I was just producing, but
what did he tell you?
I mean, the one thing he did say, he was like, nobody told me I wasn't the most talented person in the room right now. I was like, one of the craziest things he said. I was like, oh, that's pretty crazy. And then, I played a lot of my music for Boy Wonder, and Boy Wonder was telling him that I was doing my own thing as an artist, which is really cool. Boy Wonder is one of my mentors as well. But I think one of the biggest parts of where everything clicked was when I started linking up with Ty Dolla $ign.
Of course, yeah.
And, he was always like a big bro to me in the industry. But he really took that role on and really helped, tell my story with his label Easy Money and Motown, and we did the deal. And
what's the number one thing you learned from him? Because he'd been at it.
Well, you know what? His biggest thing was branding. So he was like, your fans should be able to draw a cartoon of you and it look like your look. So you have to figure out like what that's going to be.
Is this where the red came from?
Yeah. I mean, like in my head, I was like, oh, this is a cool way for people to be able to just like, identify me throughout all of the millions of artists who are, doing their thing right now. Yeah.
You also happen to make a great body of work too. That doesn't,
Thank you.
That doesn't hurt at all.
It's a
but it's a full package.
Yeah.
Some artists who are really talented, like you are, you produce, you make instruments, all that. But like sometimes artists resent the selling part, the marketing part of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want to dive, but you seem to be embracing that.
It's hard, but I mean, I'm also like a serial entrepreneur, so I look at my music and this opportunity as an artist to be a brand, and to even, transfer that into material items later on. We'll see what they end up being, but yeah.
What kind of kid were you though? Like, I know you started at 10, right?
Yeah, I started at 10. I was
Broadway and
theater kid. Ended up booking my first Broadway play, Lion King, and my parents were musicians. I was a cool kid, just backstage usually, just hanging with them at all of their gigs. But
were you like a, some kids who are talented, they're quiet, they wait, or some kids are like the voice in the room, like
right.
You want to perform in every living room.
I definitely changed over the years. I think when I was younger, I was definitely super loud. The kind of kid who would just bust out dancing or do a flip or something.
At me!
Like look at me, I'm here. But yeah, over time, I learned how to be more, calm, especially in this industry. It's important never to overshadow or just kind of like outshine the master. I think it's important to like learn, do your thing, and then when your time's right, you're gonna get your look.
That's super smart.
Yeah, I learned that in a book, and I was like, oh, okay. let me tone it down a little bit so I can really shine right.
Let me play my position.
Yeah,
play your position.
Exactly.
What? So how have things changed now? Because things got to be different.
Things are very different.
Yeah, what's
I think
happening?
it's just mostly my schedule, you know. It's just nonstop promo, which I think is a beautiful thing. Traveling a lot more, you know, I'm seeing more of the world, not just the country. Flying out to South Africa this summer, all over London, and you know, all over the country. Just weekly, I'm on a plane. That's the biggest difference. Everything else is the same. I'm still in the studio.
Yeah, because when
still
you're a
picking
kid
up
and
the
you're
phone.
doing Broadway, it's not like you're traveling the world and people are recognizing you from
It's
Broadway.
a whole
right?
different thing.
It's a whole different thing.
Yeah, it's a different thing. I mean, well, I think the closest experience to what I'm dealing with now was when I was on a TV show called Victorious.
Yes.
And that was like really big, and everywhere I would go,
The kids
like
would know you.
malls and stuff. It was definitely a lot. So,
But it's that crew. It's that crew. It's the
yeah,
young kids.
It's like the
and
young kids, right?
Yeah.
But this is a little different. Like
Yeah.
the demographics are really, it's just a wide range. Sometimes, you know, it's like an older lady will come up to me like, I really like your song. And then the younger ladies, I'm like, okay, all right. And, you know, the brothers, the couples, I mean, it's just like, you know, white, black, Asian, Hispanic. It's really hit that pop space. I like that.
You're having fun.
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
I love
you know?
that. How are you navigating? How does this change with the ladies? I know I heard you on the Breakfast Club talking about that album you made it during your single post breakup era.
I think like right now, I'm just trying to figure out, okay, how do I balance my schedule and really keep that human side of me active. Like, it's not like I'm a big hobby guy, right? So, you know, I kind of feel like it's a little
You have
selfish.
no hobbies?
I'm not a hobby guy. Like,
You
I'm not
need
like
a
going
hobby.
like, yeah, I'm trying to pick up golf or bowling or something. Like, I got to figure it out. Like,
I'm the
what do you
golf-
want?
I'm the golf girl.
Queen, golf
I'm the
queen.
golf-
All right, cool.
I'm your girl when you're ready. You're not
All right,
ready
bet.
yet. You got
Top
too much
golf,
to do.
Yeah, I've been at Top Golf here and there trying
not
to get
the same,
right.
but I
it's
heard
just-
you, but I
it's
heard
not the
you.
same. All right,
No.
yeah. Well, thank you.
But I heard
appreciate
you.
it.
Yeah. Don't be out here saying that because
Yeah, all right,
crazy.
bet.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're going to piss them off.
Yeah, but you know, enough love to Top Golf.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
So
figure
you
it out.
have no
though.
hobbies other than music.
I'm just like really trying to figure this out.
You
like,
don't
the human
paint.
side.
You don't.
It's bad out here. It's bad.
No, you need a hobby.
I was doing video games for a little bit, but I was like,
Okay.
nah, I want to get more active, be outside vibe, and I'm just trying to find my thing.
But are you like a studio rat? Like a
Definitely a
yeah,
studio rat. I mean,
that's-
it's just like, it's one of the most fun things I can do for myself.
That's your hobby,
I really,
then.
I really enjoy it. Yeah.
You can't just because you do it for a living doesn't mean it's not your hobby.
I really have fun doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe it is a hobby.
That
as
is
well.
your
Yeah.
it's your hobby, your
right.
your passion, all of that.
Yeah,
At some
yeah.
point, you may need a little something to get away.
I need a
but,
little something. Yeah.
but you
yeah,
got a little
yeah,
ways
just
to go. You'll be all
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I'll be cool.
What
I'll
is
be
the
cool.
goal? What is the like? I don't know. What is the goal for you? Like next 5 years or something like that? What are you shooting for?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I feel like right now I'm building slowly, brick by brick, a bridge back and forth from the acting space to music. I really respect what 50 Cent did. You know, he really took the acting stuff serious, and then being a executive producer and being able to put on some of the homies from back in the day from the music space on his TV shows, I thought was a brilliant idea. I'm super inspired by him. And
Have you met him?
No, I've never met 50 Cent before, but I love what he's doing as a businessman and owning his own studio. Like that's like that's next level. Yeah.
50 always been about about the business.
Oh, yeah,
like
always
you
about
said,
the bread. Yeah.
but like you said, what did you call yourself before?
A serial entrepreneur. Yeah, I'm on that.
Nobody is more of a serial entrepreneur than 50 Cent.
Yeah. No. He's next level. Definitely a mogul at this point.
Yeah. Have you been like? Have you met a whole bunch of new people? Like you haven't met 50 yet, but any of your idols? Or,
yeah. I mean,
I know you've been in it for a while, so you have.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of people.
It's not new
like,
to you,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm just
we've been
thinking
around
in
each
this
other for a
era.
minute.
This era
Yeah.
is different.
You know, I just recently met Justin Bieber. He's a big fan of the music.
Was he
and
singing the song? Because everybody sings the
he likes
song.
the record. He likes the
does?
record. When I was performing, I just did Coachella not too long ago.
So dope.
With Ty Dolla $ign, he brought me out, and George Clinton was up there with me too. It
I
was really
saw it.
cool.
Unbelievable.
That was like epic. But Tyler was in the audience, like in the cool VIP section. I saw her mouthing the words "the mutt." I was like, okay,
Okay, Tyler.
I was tight. I still got to meet her though, but it's cool to know that some of these folks know who I am.
I'm
now.
sure you could have did it that day. You probably could have.
Tried to figure it out. It's just like Coachella's tough with the.
I see what's
the
happening here.
securities
I
and,
see what's
yeah,
happening
it's just
here.
A lot happening.
You had your eye on maybe meeting her.
Oh yeah, for sure. That would have been a wonderful thing. You know
That's
what
a
I'm
cute
saying?
little. That could be a cute little thing.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Who knows?
Who knows, right?
Yeah.
You're a single guy.
Yeah. Why
Popular.
not? Why not?
Successful, even.
Thank you.
You know
Thank
what I'm saying? Why not? Tell me about the Coachella experience, because how does that even? How are you on stage with it with George Clinton? Like how does that
Well,
even?
You know, it's funny. Right before I did Mutt, probably like 3 months before that, I was in the studio with George Clinton and we were working on some records.
Wow.
Which was such a legendary thing. I got the call and ran
What
to
is
the
he
studio.
like in the studio?
Oh, he's real cool. You know what I mean? He's definitely a weed connoisseur. You know, the room's definitely smoky. It's a good vibe. And he's really creative and just like, I don't know, even at his age, still super inspired, you know?
He's like the epitome of he's just an artist, right? Like
he's a real creative.
He's just a walking...
Designs his own clothes.
Yeah,
he
the whole
paints
thing.
too. Like
Yeah.
you know, so he's a really creative guy. But I was inspired by Atomic Dog and like, you know, the whole dog movement of the P-Funk era. So Todd knew that and it also worked with George around that time and thought it was kind of ironic that we both had the Mutt and Atomic Dog. He said he should do Atomic Dog right after I performed Mutt. And George Clinton came out with a dope hat that he designed for me. So I was rocking that while we were playing Atomic Dog. It was actually a fever dream at this point, you know.
I mean, that's
really
like
cool.
next level amazing
it
moments.
was insane. Yeah. Definitely a bucket list moment.
What
My
did
pops
you-
was real proud.
Something's going on with your karma. Like you got good energy on you right now.
Well, you know, I try to pray every day. Try to be a good person. Yeah. Keep it together.
Somebody gotta.
Yeah.
Somebody put some I feel like you got blessings on you. Like
yeah. I got a lot of powerful people praying for me, you know.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that the steps that I'm on are truly ordered. None of this is by accident.
You believe that?
Yeah,
I believe that.
So that's why I'm not even tripping on the timing of what's happening right now. Yes, I've been in the game for a long time, but I couldn't be more ready as a human being, you know.
For this moment now.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So what does that look like? I know I asked you that, but like, I know you want to do business, like you said, 50, but are you trying to go, do we see you doing major films? Are you trying to have a label? Are you trying to have artists?
I'm not
All the
done in this
things.
music thing yet. So I've got plenty more to offer.
Yeah.
And I feel like the music is genuinely gonna evolve and turn into something really, really special. I feel like we've just really scratched the surface of what I'm capable of musically. So I'm steady just getting better so that I can really offer up the best art I can.
I can see that.
But like I said, I'm building that bridge. So I want to do some films or maybe even a TV show. You know, kind of like Dave or like ATL.
Oh, you like the funny,
but a little bit
funny,
more like
quirky, funny,
music focus. You know.
I love that for you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate.
So are you
that.
in the studio now creating this next wave of or are you still in this
well,
pocket?
I got a deluxe coming up.
I heard about that.
we're
That's
dropping called
exciting.
Heal. Yeah, and it's you know, just adding on to the Mutt album, but we got about 10 records, so we got a lot of stuff. A couple
Wait,
remixes.
10 extra records?
Well, it's like 3 remixes and then 7 extra records that
Wow.
you know we cooked up this year. Really great collaborations with
Is
Big
this
Sean.
where the Haley
Yeah.
song is on there and the Chris remix is on there?
Yeah, Chris remix, and I got 2 with Big Sean that I'm really excited about. Kaylani as well is on it.
Love her.
Marsha Ambrosia from
I mean,
Flowetry.
wow.
So we got some really good stuff on the way, and I'm excited to share it. You know, continue to tour. And I've been also working on another project, you know, behind the scenes as well. But we're gonna focus on Heal for now.
What is that? What is that? Now I want to know. Oh, you mean like producing or another project for you?
For me,
Oh,
yeah. I mean,
so you ready to cook? You like
my
cooking?
whole thing is like I want to be on the road as long as possible. So I'm taking the time where I do have an opportunity to be in the studio consecutively. I'm not taking it for granted. I want to be able to work records at the same time that I'm dropping them. To be honest.
Yo, take this moment, this moment, make use do all the collabs, learn all the things, get all the information.
Yeah, because I'm definitely trying to stay as busy as possible.
Yeah,
you know?
because you got heat on you too. So I'm sure like when you're in the studio with these artists, like all those artists,
yeah.
they're not just showing up like a fate. Like I'm sure they're showing up with energy to give you right now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's definitely like an amazing give and take.
Yeah.
And I don't take it for granted. So, you know, I'm coming through ready, prepared, locked in. Yeah.
What do you like in the studio?
A bit of a maniac. You
Are
know?
you? What do you mean? What do you
because
mean?
the thing is, for me, is I'm like nocturnal at this point. So you know, my studio sessions will start at like 6 or 7. And then if you can hang, you know, you might be up with me at around 4 a.m., 5 a.m. when I'm finished, you know.
All night?
Yeah, I'm a go. I'm going to go and knock out, you know, as much as I can. Because my phone is ringing all day. And I'm definitely trying to make sure
you're
we
on
stay
fire
on.
right now.
We
That's
stay
what
on
that
all of
is.
these calls and you know, make sure everything's locked in. But I'm you know, a little bit more freed up when it comes to just mental space at night.
for
So that's
you,
what I'm
baby.
on. Yeah.
That's so fire. Who do you like? Who do you like? Like who's giving you inspiration right now? Your name keeps
I'm
coming
an
up for
old
other
head.
people, but like for
I'm
you,
an old head, but there's some really amazing new artists too that I'm super inspired by. Like this guy McGee, he's like super talented. I really love to see, you know, some of my peers like Coco Jones doing her thing too right now. Like her packages together.
you're gonna
like,
see
the way
her.
she
She's coming in
rolls-
right after you.
Oh, word,
Yeah.
word. Okay, bet. Oh, yeah, no, we're cool. We have a bunch of records together.
Oh, yeah.
Matter of fact, we did a song together when we were like 16. She was on Disney. I was on
Oh,
Nick.
right, because you have the same
So
world.
yeah,
you come from the same
it's really
world.
cool to see all of us graduate and, you know, make it all right. It doesn't always happen.
It does not always happen.
Yeah. It gets real out here.
It's such a weird thing that happens with child actors and like, I don't know. I think this is a special thing, and usually it comes from having a good family that kind of helps you kind of navigate those waters of like, because if you're a kid, there's expectation on you of what you're supposed to be, how much success you're supposed to have. I don't know. I just feel like for child actors, child performers, sometimes that it doesn't. I don't know. It's just
You have
it's
to
a
have a really good
challenging
tribe around you.
Yeah. It's a
that keeps you
challenging
grounded.
waters to navigate. You know what I mean?
And I mean, shout out to Kiki, even Ariana Grande, who's been doing this since she was 13. You know, like, you know, we all had really strong parents that were our protectors just as much as they were our family. You know, making sure we had a safe space to come back to when we had to deal with an entire world of thoughts and opinions.
That's probably why you got along so well with Drake too.
Absolutely,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. Nah, I really look up to him. I mean, the way that he was able to transfer out of that whole thing was, you know, was,
Degrassi.
it was
Not
dope.
everybody could do it.
It's a really hard transition.
Your music got to be super fire.
Got to be
and
fire.
people got to believe you.
Yeah, they got to believe the culture behind it.
Yeah,
like I
they
was saying
can't just
before.
think that you could just sing a song because sometimes, you know what I
you know,
mean? Like,
yeah.
they got to believe
They got to
you.
believe the story. They got to,
Yeah.
they got to buy into the whole get down.
Yeah. Why do you think you say your family, but like, did you ever have any challenges with that as a kid coming up and the expectation you put on yourself or?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be telling the truth if
Yeah.
I would say that it was just an easy journey.
Yeah.
Especially being like one of the only main black characters on my show. You know, just kind of like the A and B of like, man, like, you know, I'm seeing other things happen for other people, and you know, you just start comparing yourself. But I think when I really started putting the blinders on and just like kind of operating from a place of gratitude, everything changed for me. Just as I grew older. But I think when I was younger, I was always trying to figure out, you know, how to continue to, you know, support my family and you know, keep the ball rolling.
I mean, Jesus, that as alone is a lot for a kid to be the one
yeah.
that's supporting the family.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a very consuming industry.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like I could just be there by myself. So, you know, this was definitely a family business at a certain point.
Do you remember your first time on stage? Well, it was stage first, right? Then the show.
Yeah.
So you were
it was
10.
Broadway.
or
Yeah.
on Broadway.
Yeah. That was like my first real performance, paid performance, my first gig, and
You were 10, right?
yeah, 10, and like looking out into the audience and you're seeing like the smiles, the instant gratification,
It's a Star is
addicting
Born.
immediately.
I was gonna say.
Like, immediately I was like sold. I was like, all right, that's what I'm doing.
Forever.
Cool. Figured this out. Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah. That was quick.
Was there other kids? Because it was Lion King, right?
Yeah,
So was there
yeah.
other kids, other child actors and stuff that you were working with?
Well, yeah. I mean, they hire about 4 kids for every season that they're doing. So we switch off. We don't do all 8 shows when you're
Yeah.
that young. That could be a lot. But for the other Broadway plays, I was doing 8 shows a week.
Jeez.
You know, matinees on Wednesday type.
So did you have any like regular parts of normal childhood or
Yeah,
no?
I went to public school in
You
Brooklyn.
did?
Man.
Which one?
So I went to international studies for
Okay.
middle school and then PS 295 for elementary.
Oh wow.
It was really cool to go to public school and just kind of vibe with my friends and realize that, you know,
then hit the theater?
everybody's life wasn't like mine, but you know, we're all blessed in our own ways. You know, I think it definitely kept me grounded and balanced for sure.
Amazing. All right, I know we don't have that much time, but do you have a date yet for this deluxe album? Because I know, or not
So
yet.
no,
Soon?
no, yeah.
You don't want to tell
soon,
me yet? Is
soon.
that what it is? Soon
Yeah,
come?
There was a date, but I know we're still working on some things.
Is that
so-
because you have more fire in the
There's some
in the-
stuff cooking up right now. Yeah. Something crazy. Just
All
went
right.
down.
So in the meantime, what is the people could just what is this? Oh, your thing. We have to go through your. Oh, you didn't do it. Oh, so why are you giving this to me? Oh, okay. This is our in real life questionnaire. You didn't have
I
time
love
because you ran in. What is the last thing you ate?
The
Remember?
last thing I ate was a panini.
What kind?
Pesto, chicken pesto.
We put a little book of our guests
Oh,
when they
I like
come in.
that. Yeah.
A pesto chicken panini.
Yeah.
What is
yeah.
your go-to karaoke song?
My go-to Purple Rain by Prince.
Ooh, do you body that?
Yeah, I go in. I ain't gonna lie.
Do you get into like, do you go into character or are you just like, I need to know? What are you?
I'm just vibing. You know, I think
vibing?
I'm like naturally dramatic when I'm on stage. So, you know, it's a good time.
And you're a Prince fan, I take it.
You're definitely a Prince fan. Yeah, big Prince fan.
Is that your favorite Prince song?
Probably one of my faves, yeah.
What is your superpower?
My superpower would be flight. I want to fly.
What do you mean?
Oh, you mean if I were to have a superpower, right? Like,
no. Oh, if you were. Okay, I'm saying, what is your superpower?
Oh, what is my superpower?
I thought, are you secretly a pilot?
I'm confused. I thought, no. My superpower, I would say, is melody. Melody, I'm really quick with melodies in the studio. You know, almost mutant like.
Really?
I can come up with a song like that.
Can we make one now about today?
Well, see, words are my thing. Words take time, but the melodies usually.
Oh, the melody.
Yeah.
So if next time you came, if I gave you words, could you help me put it in a melody in
Absolutely.
real time?
Yeah, in real time. Yeah.
It's a challenge. Challenge.
In real time.
Okay, who is your celebrity crush?
My celebrity crush. That's a really great question.
Tyler?
All right, yeah. Let's throw Tyler down. She's beautiful. Because I don't even have that on me right now.
I noticed you lit up a little bit when you were talking.
Everybody, you know.
Okay.
Okay, I like that.
I don't want to answer that for you, but I'm just going.
You help me out.
I'm basing this on vibes.
Nah, she's definitely fine. Yeah.
Okay. What is the one thing on your bucket list?
The one thing on my bucket list, I want to go to Africa, the continent, and go to different countries
and perform.
Yeah, perform. Yeah. And explore.
Yeah. You know who could get you there?
Who?
Tyler.
I like that. That's very smart. All right, let's make it work.
What is your pet peeve?
My pet peeve is over assertive ego. I like when people are coming in the room, just bravado, being rude. Like, it gets to me. And also people who smack when they eat. Like,
ew.
Yeah. Like too much of that. I'm like, whoa. Calm down, play it. Slow down.
Never good.
Yeah.
And ego is terrible too.
Yeah, but ego gets me, you know, because that's something unspoken at this point.
Confidence is great though.
Confidence is great, but you know the difference. Yeah, it can get real.
I wonder what is the difference? Unwarranted confidence or over the top, unnecessary confidence?
Unnecessary. I don't know. It sometimes shows its ugly head when it's rude, when they're being rude to people.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't like that.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. What is the last thing that sent you down a YouTube or social media rabbit hole?
UFOs for sure. Everything that's going on with the aliens. Yeah, I love like checking out those YouTube videos. It's pretty fun.
You went down a rabbit hole. What did you learn? Anything you want to share?
I mean, we all can Google it. It's all out there.
What do you believe?
I definitely believe there's aliens for sure. Yeah, but I mean, that might just be the hippie in me. Who knows?
But like amongst us?
At this point, it makes sense.
Yeah. Would you go to space?
Knowing that there's aliens, I don't know. We gotta check that out. See how they feel about that first.
You're having a good run here right now, so you might as well stay here and ride this.
Yeah. Things are going well right here.
Ride this thing out.
I'm with it. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on everything. I can't wait to hear.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
The Deluxe joint. It was such a pleasure meeting you. Congrats on everything.
Thank you.
One time for Leon, everybody. It's Pro 105.1.